His day starts off like any member of parliament, arriving at the House to tackle the business of the day. Only, unlike a majority of his colleagues, Westland's Member of Parliament Tim Wanyonyi represents his constituency in a wheelchair. But don't for one second think this limits him from doing his job.
I was elected. I was not nominated. I went to an election platform and fought my way to this place, like any of my colleagues who are inside here.
Wanyonyi became one of the 349 members of parliament who were elected into the 11th parliament in the most historic elections that ushered in the new devolved system. However, the new changes did not seem to have an effect on one of the country's oldest buildings, which has presented quite a challenge for Wanyonyi and other honorable members with disabilities.
I find that while my colleagues can enter this place through any entrance, I can only come in through one entrance, the back one, from this side. From the main entrance at the front, I can't come through it because there are staircases there.
Articulating his points on the House floor, let alone getting the Speaker's attention, proves to be a struggle.
Yesterday, I kept on raising my hand. And you know what happens is that when you want to speak, you stand up. Me, I cannot. So, seated at the back, I raised my hand, and he's sitting so far away, it was very difficult for him to see me.
But he says the other members have taken to him well and not sidelined him because of his limitations. Wanyonyi, who also is the brother of Bungoma Senator Moses Wetangula, knows what it feels like to be in the shadow of another, but says he was determined to chart his own political path, knowing he is a critical voice for the disabled in the country.
I have two constituencies. One is the constituency of Westlands, where I was elected, and the other is the constituency of disability, where it traverses throughout the country. So anybody who is in any part of this country, whether it's in Mombasa, whether it's in Lotwa, if he sees me in Parliament and says, yes, I can identify with that guy.
Wanyonyi says he hopes his efforts in the current assembly will create a level playing field for his successors with disabilities in the future. Victoria Rubadiri, NTV.